King. Sir King. Sir King. Sir King.
Canvas.
Sir King. Sir King. Sir King. Sir King.
All right, what's going on, everybody? What's up, Billy T? How you doing? Thank you for being here. I appreciate your support. I know everybody and their grandmama is live, it seems, right now, but I'm gonna get my commentary out because child, they be hogging up the damn airways. I'm like, don't y'all motherfuckers got something to do on Saturday? Damn, it's Saturday. Y'all. Anyway, let's get into it. All right, so the first thing I want to talk about, y'all, the snap situation. So I've been talking about the SNAP situation. I told y'all I was going to go to Walmart. I told you when I went, the manager wasn't there. It seems as if they letting people in the Walmart, but I've heard that there's long lines at the store. I didn't go today because when I last checked, they said that this judge blocked or told Trump that he still had to provide the SNAP program even though the government was shut down. But I've heard that there's delays or whatever. People ain't got their SNAP, and people are at food pantries and stuff like that. It's a sad situation. And then when they were interviewing Trump on Air Force One, he was like, all the Democrats have to do is just agree to this or something, just playing down the whole significance of why the shutdown has happened. But y'all, this is the first time that the government has been shut down over 30 days. And they said that, like, I heard that they go into recess or vacation on November 7th. So this is crazy. And then I know some states are stepping up. Like I think I heard like Nevada or somebody a state like that, or one of my states have reached like reallocated funds to help out with the situation. But the thing is, how long are these states going to be able to support that? You know what I mean? If this goes on beyond that, it's going to be a crazy situation. So if you stuck in that situation, I do feel for you. Prayers to you, and hopefully your community has some resources in place to um to help you get through this time. Now, I don't feel like it's going to carry. Now, I don't feel like this government shutdown is going to carry on past November, but still, that's a long ass time. I mean, everything else is like, everybody used to tell you, wait, go get a government contract, because that's for sure money. But imagine those people who businesses were built on having a government contract. They ain't making no money this month, right? So it's Philly T. You say you sick of him. Child, I don't know what the hell's going on. And then Philly T, check this out. They talking about he telling the Pentagon that they about to do something in Nigeria. Now I'm like, what the hell you got to do with Nigeria? But see, this is the thing, Philly T. That's in Africa. That's where a lot of those rare earth minerals and things that they need for electronics and stuff is over there. Also, gold is over there, Philly T. So I feel that he's sitting up there. He's talking about, the reason is because of religion or some crazy ass stuff. I'm like, what that got to do with us? But I see the play. I see the play that's going to happen. He gonna try to go over there, take their land, and say that they did something, I don't know, crazy, and then take their land because that's where the gold and, like I said, the rare earth minerals and things like that. Also, China's got a strong foothold in Africa, in places like Nigeria too. So he feels like he's got to maybe, I don't know, get in the way of that in order for, I don't know what's going on, y'all. It's a lot. It's a lot going on. It's scary. I actually had a moment of scare earlier because I was thinking like this man don't even care that millions of Americans, and actually those who actually voted for him, are going to be dealing with this because they had a excuse me, they had a segment on the news today, and not trying to be racist or anything, but a lot of the faces that I saw were white. The lady said, "My child said they're hungry, and I just can't give them like a fruit. I actually have to give them a meal." I was a child, and then they went to the next person, and the next person was part of this food advocacy group or something like that. She was white, and I'm not child. I didn't hardly see any of us. So yeah, it's very interesting. What's up with Tanya Jones? How you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you. Okay, and so that's that. I mean, that situation is, whew, Lord have mercy. That's why I tell people, well, uh, be careful. Be careful who you elect. Be careful who you put in power. Because I felt a lot of motherfuckers were petty when they went to the election booth. They were like, this ain't going to affect me. But they knew that man wasn't right. They knew what he stood for wasn't right. But they got tired of what was right being right. So you get what you got, unfortunately. I hate to say that, you know. And I feel like we got to have these lessons in history so that we never go back. If those people climbing that damn wall at the Capitol wasn't enough, then maybe your rumbling of your tummy will be. So I don't know. It's sad, sad. I'm hanging in there with Tiny Jones. I'm hanging in there. I'm just becoming numb to the world. Did I say hello to you, Heavy Bear? Hello again. Not numb to the world like I don't care, but it's just like I'm not like what's going on does not make me upset. It just makes me know that I have to prepare and emotionally accept anything that is to happen. You know, so that's how I feel. All right. What's up, Lawanda Dix? How you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. For my stock people, Um, this is another big earnings week, so pay attention to that. I'm looking at Palantir, the AI intelligent company that has their hands on everything. So they've had major growth. You can check them out if you want to. Also, what I'm interested to see is Wingstop reports this week too. I'm interested to see if Wingstop how they do because now we're getting to the point where people are pinching their pennies. So are people going to stop going to Wingstop and things like that? Because last week Chipotle reported, and Chipotle didn't do too well because they said, you know, I heard somebody said the younger crowd isn't going there. Also, something about they having a hard time selling burritos or something like that. I don't know, but so yeah, we shall see what happens. I feel now another thing is I feel we're going to keep going up because of the AI situation, but it's going to be a drastic fall in 2026. That's what I feel. I honestly feel that. I feel they're going to ride this AI train, and anytime the government cuts, it pushes the market farther up. But then we shall see. It's the economics of the situation is pretty crazy. I feel like also this holiday time is not going to be a pleasant one for many. Many people are losing their jobs. Amazon, their stock price went up because why I told you. I told you what happened with the other company. What was the other company I mentioned? UPS. They cut, stock price went up. Amazon cut, stock price cut. And a lot of people are losing their jobs. And it's sad right before the holiday. It's there's no more compassion in the world, you know? That's why you gotta have multiple streams of income, unfortunately. Heavy Bear says, I'm mentally prepared for almost. I feel you, Heavy Bear. I am. I am. Yeah. Have Wingstop sponsor you? No, I'm good. Nah, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Thank you for the thought, though. I'm good. I don't want no. I mean, that's interesting you say that because we're going to get into a subject. Because the last video I made was one of true passion. It was no action. And it was how I honestly felt about that whole Brian situation. But we'll get into that section of the news that you absolutely cannot use. What's up, Jexy 3000 says, OT is not racist stating the facts that whites are the top recipients of food stamps. You didn't have to disclaimer that blacks take the brunt of backlash or criticism, though. Oh yeah, I said it because I have people of different ethnicities, right? So I take them into account when I'm stating my commentary because I don't want to come across as offensive. But when I did see that segment, it was mostly of it's not me being apologetic. It's just me being, audience aware. You know what I mean? So yeah. But Nanya says this world has never been compassionate. I disagree. I disagree with that. I think this world has think that our country has been more compassionate than it is now. Now the world is a treacherous place. Don't get it wrong. But what I'm seeing now is billionaires not giving a damn about the millions that are being impacted by AI, which is a mechanism used to get cheap labor and increase profit at the sake of human beings. So That's that's what's bothersome because the money that they're making, they will never be able to spend in a lifetime, and that's the problem that I have. That you have babies, you have elderly, you have people who can't go get nothing to eat or who lost their job. Working at a job for 30 years used to be a badge of honor. Not this day and age. They're like, oh well, you've been working too long. That's the way they look at it. And if you will only have 5 years in the workforce, to be like, oh you too young to be considered. So it is really a treacherous place, but that's why you got to have faith in God. So that's all I got to say about the real world news. To be honest, there's a lot of other BS going on that don't really matter. A lot of other heinous stuff. Obviously, if you watch this news, you will hear that as well. But that's I mean, that's about it. I just hope, and I let me just say this last part. I don't think there is any rush for them to get this government shutdown done, which is sad, which is really sad. But I think some stuff is going to get fucked up in the process, which is sad. But we shall see. So if you got food, you got lights, you got things like that, be grateful, be thankful, because there's a child. This commentary I'm about to do in the news that you cannot use. Mm, If it hits you, it hits you. If it don't, it don't. All right. We'll be right back, y'all. Ciao. We'll be right back. Ooh, Lord. I don't even know what clip to play. We'll play this one because he had a lot to say. Mm.
You did not respect it here. I've been sleeping with your man last year. We know you think you are the best. So let's put that pussy to the test. So don't start no stuff, won't be no stuff. So don't start no stuff, no. Out of bro. Cause when you're rocking with a big bitch, you bound to get. Oh, Christ.
Ooh, child. Child. Mm. Anyway, all right. The one that Dick says, I'm sorry, SK, but most of the people complaining about EBT could lose a few pounds. I mean, that's contingent. I mean, there's a lot of people who are being going to be affected by this. So all over the country. So yeah, we got some people in the sector on EBT that or whatever need to stop eating and stuff like that. But it's just it's crazy. December baby says, Sir King, chat and moms, happy Saturday evening. Don't forget to change your time back. An extra time of sleep or prolonging your day. I agree. So remember the time falls back. Falls back. So if it's 2 o'clock, at 2 o'clock it go to 1 o'clock. So just remember that. Well, is that right? In order to make an omelet, you have to crack a few eggs. I understand. I understand. What's up, JLC87 production? How you doing? Good to see you. All right, so let's get into the news that you absolutely cannot use because I have a lot to say. I have a lot to say. Now, I said, let me just go back. Let me just do this. So, my last video that I made, like I said, that was one of passion, that was one of realness. Okay. What Brian is doing is a thievery. It's theft, and I don't get down with that. And his unapologetic, he's not even apologizing. to that. And why I was emotional about that is because I know as a content creator, I've had people who, of all the campaigns I've had, like the reinvestment campaign, the other things that I tried to do with this channel, there were people who could not afford to give, but they gave like $5. Right? They said, "Sir King, I can't afford to give this to you, but I want to help what you got, what you are envisioning come to fruition. I want to help you do that." Or you know what I mean? I want to help you be able to get this person that you want to interview. I want to help be part of bringing that interview to your channel, right? So I know how people give and they can't give. So when he was running around lying to people saying, "Oh, I'm going to Seattle. Oh, give to me, give me. Oh, Seattle, baby, give me this and give me that," only to take from the people. Now he sit up and said, "Oh, those are my supporters." No, no, your supporters did not sign up to get lied to because you didn't tell them when they were giving you the money. "Oh, I'm not going to Seattle." You sat up there and took that money, bro. And you think it's okay, and you think it's funny, and tell everybody, "Oh, kiss your ass" and all this other shit. Keep playing with people, Brian, and you're gonna wind up 6 feet under this motherfucking earth. Keep playing because I feel like the same antics you put on here, you do in real life. Cause you ain't no actor, and you so downright you a liar, bro. And that's why I was so animated. 'Cause I can't stand liars and I can't stand thieves, and I know how people on here, some of them don't should not be giving, but they give anyway. And I put myself in the position of that person that gave to you throwing that you were going to Seattle and you just sit up there and took their fucking money, bro. I know I would be heated. I would be livid if you and you did it twice. You had the nerve to sit there and do it on a hospital bed when a lot of people did not want your ass to die or evicted. And then the second part was when you sat over here and did it again to go to Seattle and you know you couldn't go. I know you couldn't go because you got blood clots. And I intentionally feel like Jay Wilson was trying to kill you because he knew damn well you couldn't get on no plane, but he kept pushing you to get a plane ticket. And I'm like, Jay Wilson, if you got 6 motherfucking degrees, you know damn well that boy can't get on no plane with no blood clot issue that he just recently had. And you kept pushing. "Oh, you got a ticket for 158," and I felt that you was trying to hurt that boy intentionally, knowing damn well that he couldn't get on that flight. I just feel like Jay Wilson is that deceptive to do that kind of shit. And you be like, "Well, sir, he was just telling to get up." No, that man is not stupid. He knew that boy couldn't get on no airplane, but he was pushing him to do so, hoping that there will be some kind of medical emergency he could do commentary on. I feel that way to this motherfucking day. Because he could have easily recommended a Greyhound or something. But he kept pushing that damn flight on him. And that's my feelings to this day. But going back to Brian, you wrong as hell for that. And then you want to interject Jehovah. And y'all keep playing with God. Keep playing with God. God gonna sit up here with you, Brian, and take away a key functionality from you, whether it be your ability to walk, or you walk with a limp, or you have a stroke. I hate to speak that shit into fruition, but when you keep playing with God and then taking and stealing from people, He gonna have the last laugh. You are really a disgusting human being. And every time I saw you on Jay Wilson, I was getting more disgusted to the point I had to hit that X. I had to hit that X. I couldn't stand the way you were carrying on and bragging and laughing as if what you gonna do about it? Who gonna touch me? Okay, 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 okay. You in Houston, right? Okay, all right, okay. People like challenges. So you don't never know who lives by you. You don't never know who live below you, next to you, right around you. And you up here blatantly taking these people money, man. And let me go back to the point where I was talking about people should put the law. I feel that people should call the law on him. And I'm not ever want to ever do that. I'm not one to ever advocate for that because people don't hear ain't blatantly lying to folks and then taking their money, yo. That's the only reason why I straight up said that because it's like you have no remorse. You didn't even come back and say you were sorry. You didn't even say you sit up and said, "Oh, if you want your money, if you want your come, let me know," and all this stuff. You know who you got money from. So stop sitting up here to my like as if you didn't know who gave to you, and probably you can't even afford to give it back. And that's wild, bro. That's so wild to do that shit blatantly. It wasn't even like you were even trying to be deceptive. Like you just took that people, you just took the people money. Yeah, I'm going to Seattle. I'm going. Yeah, I'm getting a hotel. I'm there now. I'm 2 weeks. And they had the nerve to put a picture of the Seattle skyscraper or the Space Needle as if he was there. That's that scummy, grimy, dirty ass nigga shit. That's why, Brian, you are really excuse my French. You are really a nigger, not a nigga. You are a nigger. Hard hard. Excuse me, I hate that word, but you are a definition of a nigger. For real, for real. A nigger is a person that goes around and does what you're doing. And you a black man on top of that, doing nigger activity, stealing, lying to your own motherfucking people, and then laughing at them at the same time. You're disgusting. You're disgusting, bro. I didn't know what was more disgusting. Listen to Jay Wilson smack doing a fucking live or hearing you just giggle and laugh about how you set up that con these people on this website who gave to you because they thought that you were so had some kind of talent. And the sad part about it was people were actually starting to like you, man. People were actually starting to like you. And then you gotta sit up here and do this shit here, taking advantage of people. I know people can't give, but people give to those that they like, that they find entertaining, that they find that make them laugh. So they find a way to help them. And then you do that to them. Like you do that to those people. And then what you're gonna do is somebody asked for a bet, you gonna sit up there and curse them out or dog them out publicly, right? So they can suffer more humiliation. Tell them to kiss your ass. We know how you work, right? It's a no-win situation with you. Like they said, one day you're gonna come on here and really need something, and everybody gonna turn their back on you. It's probably happening in your real life. That's why you can't go to your family. That's why you got to be found on the side of a damn road or in the middle of an apartment hallway for your family to give a damn. Extreme measures like that, right? Anyway, sad. It's just terrible. It's terrible. It's terrible. It's terrible. Why would Jay will say we go pray over him? What fucking prayers will work for him? He's a spawn of Lucifer. He's a spawn of Lucifer. That's why anything that he does fails. He try to get skinny, even with Gobi won't work for his ass, right? Because he ain't living right. Always in an accident, because he ain't living right. Always arguing with people, because he ain't living right. Can't get in a relationship, because he ain't living right. Selfish. Selfish. That's what that is. Selfish. What's up, Lady Aries? How you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. Jexy 300 says Jay Wilson just throws out chaos, so he'll have something to sit back and talk about on his channel for a month. I totally agree. I agree. He all over Nestcation as if it was his vacation. Breaking news says Chris Rock grand opening, grand closing. Yeah. Hmm. What's up, Gemini? How you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. Has anyone said they donated? But would you publicly say you donated? So he could curse you out? I don't know, Gemini. I'm sure they did. I'm sure they did because people wanted to see him go. So, what's up, Ron P? How you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. Um, Appreciate you. Okay, it does feel demonic. All that laughing and that stuff, and the thing that he did with nubiology back in the day. That was all. That was all. That was definitely. I felt demonic, to be honest. And he may be. And it's crazy how the most demonic people are the ones talking about the Lord the most. Don't y'all notice that? The most demonic people are the ones talking about God the most. And I'm like, your behavior is not any indication that the Lord is anywhere near you. And that's been the craziest thing that I've seen is that how y'all talk so much about the Lord, but your behavior don't represent it. That's weird to me. That's crazy to me. Anyway, crazy. What you say, Gemini says, I don't think anyone did. Someone was going to sponsor, but they backed out a few weeks ago. Well, Gemini said, if I hope that is the case. I really do. I really do. I really do. I'd rather be loud and wrong than silent and right. I'd rather be loud and wrong. I really do. Oh, and that's good if nobody gave to him with that stunt. And that's crazy. He effed himself up even more if nobody gave to him because he promised to do something. No, you know why I say that? I know why I say that, Gemini, that people did give because he would be the first one to sit up and say that nobody gave to him. That's why he couldn't go. He always looking for an out. So he can't use that out because then those that did gave to him be like, whoa, 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 wait a minute now. You're not gonna sit up here and lie and say nobody gave to you because I did. So I don't think that's the case because he would have definitely said that nobody gave to him and that would be his out. So I don't believe that nobody gave to him. Now let's talk about Treasure Lane for a second, or the seal. He over there all huddled up with his seatbelt on, looking like a damn seal with a scully on the other day, and had the nerve to mention me. Treasure Lane, you sit over here saying I'm counting Brian pocket, but you count my pockets, aren't you? Talking about, oh, you're not known or you don't give. Or I stopped giving a long time ago. When I saw that these motherfucking content creators were trying to put me in a motherfucking headlock to get out of time out and shit like that, I said, oh no, 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 no. No, I put I zipped my wallet up real quick. I used to be one of the most generous people out here supporting people and shit like that. So you got that all wrong. I don't brag about what I do. And if you've been around back in the day, which you were, you knew I used to give. So But when I saw people trying to play me and do me like a lemon, oh hell no. No, you're not gonna sit up here and time me out and then tell me to give you $10 to get untimed out. No, we're not playing those kind of games. So I stopped that. No, no. Mm-mm. So no. So no. Mm-mm. That's what I got. That's what I got to say about that. What else I want to say about your seal looking ass? Um, that's it. I forgot what else the random you said, but no, that what you were saying about that whole I'm counting this and all that, and why I'm so passionate and all that other shit, because that's wrong. How would you feel if somebody sat up there and said, "Ooh, I want to get on Sealcation with Treasure Lane," and then go around and start begging people, and then not and take the money and run? You would be living to the high fucking heavens, wouldn't you, James? So shut the hell up and just observe instead of yapping all the time in your damn Mini Cooper, because that you like what you were saying made no damn sense. I don't like to call for the laws to be put on people, but what's being done twice? You walk out the hospital, people giving you coming on breathing, you giving people PTSD or just traumatize people just with that. People don't want to turn on their camera and see somebody with some damn tubes up their nose that they can't hardly breathe. And then he walks out the hospital against doctor's orders and then takes the people money and run. Then got the nerve back to double down on. Yeah, damn right. That's thievery. That's thievery. You know I'm not about putting no laws on people and shit, but that shit's got to stop. That is just virtual. That is real. I ain't gonna call it no virtual theft. That's real life. That's theft. That's theft by deception. And like I said, if somebody was to go on your cruise and I want to go on James' cruise, can I go on James? And they get money off of the back of your cruise, how would you feel? I know your sensitive ass will have an issue. a real big issue. So stop sitting up here acting like the circumstances are different, as if like that you wouldn't feel the same fucking way if that was your shit involved. The only way you got a distant view is of it because it ain't you, it ain't your event. But if it was your event and somebody begging on the name of your event, you would definitely feel some kind of way. And I know that about you. You all about perception and aura and reputation and shit like that. So don't act like you brand new to this. Anyway, move right along. Okay, who's next on the list? Oh, let's get into Nyca real quick. I got two sides of the child. This is going. This not. I don't say this is not over, but this is going. This is going to be very interesting. Okay. First, let me start how I want to deal with the ungrateful Negroes. Okay. We got some ungrateful Negroes running around here, and I'm talking about motherfucking Lovey Love and another seal with a huge ass waist called Uppity. Okay? Now they hopped their ass up. Now I don't know what the fuck Uppity was doing on there, but I wanted to call the motherfucking health department. That shit was nasty, okay? Her ass so big you couldn't even see what the hell her damn Halloween costume on was, right? And the nasty ass hands all top of that glass and all that shit. I was like, who in the hell is gonna drink off of you or off of that? Girl, I wouldn't even want your daughter to drink off of that. Like what? What's the number to the Illinois or wherever she lived, New York Health Department? Are you crazy? Are you crazy? Did she okay? So this is where the situation comes in. They got the nerve. Yes, you love their life. If that's you or whatever, got the nerve to sit up there and complain that you got $80. All I got was $80. All I got was. I was like, girl, do you? All you got was $80. Then Uppity gonna sit up there and demand give Lady Nyca the terms and conditions of her Halloween costume. If Nyca wanted to change it, she had the right to do it. You don't have the right to tell somebody, well, if they said this was gonna be, then I don't. They should have let me know, and then I would never participate, and that's why. And I'm like, you are so entitled. I was blown away. I really was. How they was sitting up there acting. What's up, Barry Carey? How you doing? Thank you for being over here very early. But I couldn't believe that. I couldn't believe that. Jim said SK they don't give about Brian's health. If they did, they would have tortured him over his mom's death. Right. I mean, but still, he ain't doing himself no favors. But you gotta understand, Brian is not someone that is an honest role, meaning meek and mild. So Brian got a mouthful of him, and he said some of the most despicable things too, wishing death on people and regurgitating or bringing up people's other death. I heard him talk about somebody, I think somebody's child the other day. I don't know. What about him saying you attack character when that's what he does? Oh, that's a very good point. Thank you, Gemini. See, I'll be committing that bullshit that he be saying to mine. We talking about James. Oh, talking about James called me a person who likes to assassinate someone's character. But if you look at James' track record and all his cleanups, that is exactly what he does. He puts and insinuates things about people that's not even true. Right? He plants the imagery and the potential of a person being something that they're not to have you think that they are what he's trying to make you think they are. I don't do that. I tell you the facts the way they are about a person. And I tell you what they are and how they link up with that person's past actions. He puts out hypotheticals and then has you run. He's the perfect character assassinator. He should work for the motherfucking KGB. He do so much character assassination, and he hates that because I'm on him. I can tell you everything about him from point A to point B and how manipulative he is, and all these things that he does, so that just to get his point across about a particular person. So he's the main character assassinator, not me. And I was appalled when he said, I said, me? Have you looked at you? Oh, SK. Oh, he's so good at assassinating someone's character. And I'm like, no, you are. You are. Don't be putting on me what you are very skilled at. Okay. Now let me get back to this Halloween competition with Nyca. So they were out there, and Lovely Love was over there on limb and talking about, oh, all I got was $80 and da 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 da. And what's her name? Uppity was very talking about, I'm not going to come on any more competitions and everything because she has secret judges and stuff like that. Now, Nyca, this is. I always felt that Nyca never understood her brand. Nyca never understood her brand. Okay? Nyca, you busy listening to all these people saying that you having this and that with the money, that you go and get two people who you call your finance team to not handle the money. That was the worst decision ever. Because those two people may not like those two people that you have. People may not like those two people. Those people may not like giving to them, or people unknowing what their cash app is. You are the face of the enterprise, Nyca. So therefore, the money should have went to you. And Nyca, you're simply saying, "Oh, well, people didn't give to me, and this is the lowest I ever had." And I felt because that was a bad business move. You're giving it to these people, and I understand you may be trying to be 100% for transparency because people have complained about the money in the past. But I felt, fuck them, fuck them, Nyca. Sorry, but that's part of your persona. Your history is, um. mm, issues with money. Let's just be honest. I mean, that's you. I gotta be 100. So it would not have been anything of a surprise. People would have given to you like they're giving to you for years. But now that you're sitting up here now called doing something else that come across to people look a little bit more shadier, is that you're giving to people who they don't even know. And I understand the logic behind that, but Lady Nyca is the name in the face of the Enterprise, not those two other people. So I felt that was wrong. Then you had the secret judges. Like, what? Like, that's the thing that threw people for a loop. It's like, where did these secret judges come from? We didn't know nobody no damn secret judges and all that shit. And people would like to know. You said, oh, I got other people who don't even know, who not familiar with this area. So that in a way was a bad thing too, because if somebody had got a Halloween costume of a person or a situation that transpired in this area and people weren't, and then you got judges who aren't familiar, then it might not have hit as well. So I understand what you were trying to do, but it kind of hurt. It kind of hurt. It kind of hurt. And then, Nyca, if you didn't want to do it, because let's be honest, Nyca, I don't think, I don't, I ain't trying to piggyback on nobody, but I don't think the energy was there. And if Jean or Miss Jean guilted you into doing it, then shame on her. Because you weren't, if you weren't up to doing it, then you should not have done it. Because to be honest, it just felt like, okay, I'm just doing this to do it. Let me hurry up and start it and get it over with and bye. I want to go to sleep. That's how I felt. That's how I honestly felt. That's how I honestly felt. It really did. Then this is another thing I want to talk about. Barbara Warren, or whatever your name is, Nyca, she fucked up the competition for you. And I'm going to tell you why. You were sitting up there. I don't know how the contested thing went. Let me just be honest. I don't know how it went. I don't know if it had to be people that had to let you know ahead of time if they were coming or not. But if you had any spontaneous injuries, Barbara Warren fucked it up for you. And I understand that she was giving money, but she was paying people down and all that. And okay, I understand that. But you're trying to have a successful show. People like that fuck up your shit. Now understand she was giving you money. So it's about money or a successful show. You can't have both. You can't have somebody, and I'm not coming at Barbara Warren when I say this, but I have to speak this. You can't have somebody buying down people because that's an intimidation tactic to any contestant who may want to come up, but is fearful of what may happen if they do come up. And Barbara Warren on Halloween made all those fears come true. Because she showed that, oh, I could throw money at you and embarrass you at the same time in the messages. And I just felt like it's either or. So while you may not have had as many contestants as you may have had before, she may have been the reason why. I just felt like I don't know. She could have shown her support or whatever in another way. I just how I feel because that kind of put a stank on your life because she up there talking about get this, send this person where we sent Sour Patch and all that, and I just like, because she may like not like somebody that hit your panel who wanted to be a contestant. You know, I just so that put a stank on it, and I understand she put 100 here and the 50 here, but that just created a bad aroma over there at the den. I'm just letting you know, and maybe you're trying to recoup some of the money that you put out for the event that you didn't get reinvested, but I guarantee you Lady Nyca, if you had not created no finance committee, you would have probably got that money. Because people have been sending you money to that same damn cash app for years. And now they gotta send it to two different people they ain't aware of. Not nothing against those two people. But we all know we don't want everybody having our cash app that we don't know. I'm just saying. So that's how maybe the people may have felt. I'm just giving you my honest opinion. We do appreciate you for putting on the show this year. But I just felt like don't make nobody do something that you won't want to do. That's how I see it. And I felt like you didn't want to do it. That's how I feel. You just did it because you had some long time supporters asking you to do it. So that's my 2 cents on the situation. Let's see. What you say, Detached? How you doing, Detached? I agree they give because it's Lady Nika. That's why. I'm not like that's Detached. So let me telling you to give to Tom and Jerry. You be like, I don't know no damn Tom and Jerry. You know what I mean? Who is Tom and Jerry? I give to Sir King. I know Sir King. I don't know who Tom and Jerry is and who Tom and Jerry may get. It's just it's Very Karen says the contest learn about the secret judges before the day of the competition. Well, that's not what Uppity said. Uppity said she didn't. She thought the judges were gonna be the ones on the panel, and that was it, something like that. But then again, that's even leaving a bad taste that it's secret judges, right? So do you see them in a veil judging you? Like the whole thing of it, like that just don't see once again, Lady Nika don't understand her brand or her reputation. Lady Nika cannot do anything secret. She can't. Sorry, she's lost that luxury. Because the first thing people say, oh hell, what's the secret? That there ain't no judges? Is that Lady Nika, Pizarro, Brianna the judge? ODS the judge? Those who see who's secret? She can't do that. I'm sorry. She don't have that luxury to do that. Yes, she could do what she want to do, but does her brand allow her to do that? No, she can't. Lady Nika can't do anything secret. I'm sorry, Lady Nika, but everything that you do has to be open and transparent because of your brand. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Her energy wasn't in it last night. It wasn't. She was like, I felt like her energy was like, let's get this over with and go. It gave what's up, Lady Aries? I gave energy. It gave energy that Lady Nika went forward with the competition because she didn't want to seem like she gave up. Whew. But I think for what she said, she had certain people pulling at her to do it. So, what's up, beautiful alien? How you doing? Lady Aries says it was supposed to be an open competition, not a beef sector panel. Okay. Oh Lord, don't say that, beautiful alien. A big scare. Gemini said the secret judges narrowed down from a poll for first to second place. It wasn't but like five contestants. No SK, I was asked. Okay. Thank you, Gemini75, for answering a very curious question. Beautiful Alien says, I Uppity was right. Still can't believe the secret judges. I'm just saying, Lady Nikki, you can't have nothing secret. I'm just sorry. You can. It's your page, it's your brand or whatever. But when you start saying secret, you start giving your critics ammunition to run with. So that's what I want to say about that. All right. So let's move on from that. All right. Lolo, no more. Lolo, no more. Lolo, I haven't heard the clip. I asked for some people to send me the clip, but I can only imagine what she said. So Lolo is a lot of water because she said on Lemons Live that she was high and that she found her mama on the ground, falling on the ground. So everybody's like, why in the world is Lolo sharing this information and stuff like that, knowing that we have mandated reporters and that people like to sit up here and report and meddle and ruin people's lives. There are people who are life ruiners on this damn application, and they look to seize any opportunity to do so. Now, let me just say this: Lolo is no spring chicken. She may act like one, she may dress like one, but she don't look like one. Okay, and right now she's trying to act like she's naive to the game of life, and I feel she's very adept to the game of life. Now, Lolo, I already warned your ass about sitting next to that man over there. Now, see, what's going to happen is they already said they're doing it, calling protective services on you for that situation. Loda, what are you doing? What are you doing? Like I don't like Loda, what are you doing? Like I don't understand this. You're going to lose the ability to be around your mother because let's be honest, it's not that she's if this goes to where it can go, it's not that she's not going to be able to take care of her mother. She's not going to be able to see her mother because the law has a way of shaping things that people may like, oh, well, you may have an issue with her and you're neglectful. So therefore, we feel it's in the best decision that you no longer have any contact with her. So you may not be able to even see her, no. You stupid. And you doing this all for social media, yo. How you gonna be able to look at your children? I don't know, you got a son or a daughter. How are you gonna be able to look at them and tell them, oh, I lost everything due to YouTube? A virtual application. It wasn't like you was down at the bar getting your eagle on Halloween night. You was on YouTube. YouTube. Do you not know if anything's to happen to you would not be able to live with yourself, girl. And you doing it for someone who don't give a fuck about you. Lemon don't give a fuck about you. You see how what he did when he tried to imitate the way you walk. So, all right, just everybody got their own decision. And like I say, sometimes people do certain things, so maybe they don't have that responsibility. Maybe you don't want that responsibility anymore. So maybe you are dropping hints that hopefully that maybe some adult protection agency comes to take your mother and you ain't got to take care of. People are sick in the head. Sometimes they do that. Sometimes they do that. I hope she ain't doing that. But maybe she's doing stuff to intentionally cause that to happen. No child. So that's what I got to say about that. Lady Aries says Lolo asks if she has the intelligence of a gnat. She does. She does. Beautiful Ellie says it's sad, but it's not Lemon's fault. Lolo should know better. I'm not blaming Lemon in that situation at all. But what she's doing is for Lemon. That's what she's doing. Lemon isn't at no fault, but what she's doing is for Lemon. But Lemon don't care. Lemon is just going to use her up to keep the content going. So that's how I feel about that one. Um, Lolo's sister don't like her either. Well, I guess there's a pattern of things going on, huh? All right, who else we got to talk about? We're gonna talk about Jay Wilson, 5'8", and then we're gonna get into this next situation, and then we'll wrap it up. Jay Wilson, I feel, is majorly broke, allegedly. Do you see how many times that dude is on live today? That motherfucker on live, I think at least 5 times today. Then on top of that, he's smacking y'all. Hold on, hold on. Do I have this? Hold on. Here. This dude was on here. Listen, y'all. Listen. That motherfucker's on here. Yep. Yep. Ain't nothing going to Seattle. Ain't nothing going to Seattle, y'all. Yep. Uh-huh. Ain't nothing going. It's so boring. Oh Lord. And I'm like, damn, yo. I'm like, can't you have some respect for your audience, man? I was getting so mad because that's just so blatant disrespectful. Like, people are listening to you talk and you gonna intentionally eat in their ear because you gotta go live fire. I honestly feel he couldn't afford that trip. So he's sitting up there making up for either the revenue he lost or the expenses that he incurred when he went to homecoming. I honestly feel that dude is not even enjoying his Saturday. He was on live, so I was like, my God. I couldn't believe it. I was like, damn. And he's just smacking and eating on the people, all in the people's ear, and he got the nerve to sit up there and say, oh, I was in the library. I would have had to. Let me tell you something. You was in the library for protection. I honestly feel that because of all the places that much time you spent in there, you did. I felt on that cruise, why he keeps saying, "Oh, baby, on the cruise we had this, baby, we had that." All they doing that next occasion and eating at the restaurant, show us something, and I'm tired of seeing the pumpkin future, and I'm like, but you were stuck in the library for protection. Let's just be honest, because I was putting myself through the simulation machine in my head, saying, what would cause a person to just sit in the library all the time uh, during a cruise? Why weren't they out and about? And I just felt like you needed to be in a safe space, and that's where it was, the library. Because if you got caught wandering the cruise, you scared somebody may have run up on your ass. So it just made no sense as to why you were there. And you were like, oh yeah, the Jay Wilson people can come meet me here. What? That was weird. Now that you may want to sit up there and say you weren't scared, you were scared. You were scared because you always talk about the law is for the lawless. The law is for the lawless. So you were scared. You were scared, child, because that's the only place they probably had true cameras. Anyway. But yeah, I feel that he going through some major financial issues, man. Cause I'm like, damn. God, oh, you'll get radioactive poisoning for how much live you. All the time you'll get you'll get some kind of poison, radioactive poison, or you'll get in a car crash. Cause your ass, you are not an attentive driver. You be on there, what you say? What you say? Ooh, I can't see your comments. What you say? Your eyes is be focused on the road all the time, Jay Wilson, and it is not. Like this too, you know what, Jay Wilson? All the money that you spend on YouTube, you gonna spend it all up in damn car repairs. Anyway, child, I was just shocked. That man, ooh, that's why, ooh, that's why Mark bought you that thing that said, "I love me," because it's all about you. You are selfish, bro. Ooh, anyway, sorry, y'all. Woo. He trying to do mukbangs too. Oh Lord, he real selfish. Well, he definitely gave us a expose to that today, just smacking and everything. I don't know what the hell he was eating on. He just sounded like Mr. Ed with Dory teeth. I was like, damn, all that smacking. I was like, he was doing good for a minute. Now he just killed us today. Your hungry ass. He gonna blow up again. Watch y'all. His ass is gonna blow. He eating too much. He eating too much. He back to eating. He back to eating. He back to eating again. He gonna blow up. Watch. Watch. He gonna blow up. Y'all heard about the gym ever since he came back? I think you heard about it one time. Anyway. Let me see what y'all saying. I have seen elaborate. You have seen or you have not seen? Yeah, on a cruise. You say you haven't seen one. Okay. Hey Ron P, you know Mark wasn't with Jay Wilson on a trip. He told lies. Ooh, baby, honey. Oh, you said you know he broke. Well, he acted broke. Damn. Oh, I gotta get my live out because you know we got one more day. I said, what? We got one more day. What day is today? It's the second. He like, we got one more day. I'm like, huh? I'm like, wait a minute. We got one more day. I'm like, ooh, he be paying attention to that guy. I don't know. Yeah, I don't really know one day. All I know it's the 21st. And however they do that shit, they do that shit. I'm not killing myself on this application for them, to be honest. Like, because to be honest, sometimes I don't know how he could do that though, because it'd be a major interruption in your day to do it live. Not saying that, like, you got a plan for it, but the way he do it, dog, let me tell you something. They know, listen, they have found out where this man work at, not where he physically work at, but what city he work at by the length of his lives. So, oh Lord, TV want to come on now. Um, so if you notice, when he go in the morning, his live's about an hour and a half long, right? Then when he go about the same time, some people have found out that he must work in Austin. Now there is a rumor that he be driving around the city of San Antonio, but I was just like, then you going live on your lunch break. That's just like something not right, y'all. Something is not right. I was just like, ugh, just a slave to the coin. Mm-mm. All right, he only stopped eating for the school reunion. Yes, he did, and he gonna blow back up. Right, beautiful Ellen. And that's the point I want to try. I want to say. He acted so bougie and refined, but he got no manners. He got no manners to the people that are putting money in his pocket. Like, who want to sit there and hear you smack it in their ear? That was just, ugh. That was just so disgusting. It really was. Mm-mm-mm. Yes, you're right, beautiful Ellie. She said, "Yeah, Mama D estimated the time of arrival, child." Mm. But that's crazy. You got to drive an hour and a half away to get a job out. An hour and a half away, because probably the people in San Antonio are aware of his actions. That's probably why. I don't know. That's deep. That's deep within itself. That's got to be dreadful to drive an hour and a half every day. But anyway, that's him, not me. All right, so let's get into Fyebabe cut. So Fyebabe cut Key Lolo. What'd you say? He probably stopped at. Oh yeah, he stopped at McDonald's. His ass line. Ooh, that's some good coffee. Ooh, McDonald's got. Nah, I was like, yo, big ass ain't stopping at no damn McDonald's for no motherfucking coffee. You liar. You was just straight up liar, child. He'd be like, I'll be back, y'all. I'll be back. I gotta fill up the tank of gas. I'll be back, y'all. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Don't y'all go nowhere. Don't y'all go nowhere. I'll be right back. I gotta give me some gas. And he up there getting a quarter pounder of cheese with 2 large fries. Like, this is the lion. Ooh, that coffee is good. I said, I ain't never seen nobody love no damn coffee like you love it. Anyway, child, okay. I told you how you about them damn hot dogs with uppity open that freezer. And them damn hot dogs, he turned to a damn chimpanzee. So I'm like, look at them hot dogs, look at them hot dogs, oh, them hot dogs, ooh, look at the hot dog, ooh, look at them hot dogs. I was like, damn, are you Bubbles? Like, did you just turn into Bubbles? Like, you acted like you ain't never seen a hot dog in your life. Ooh, there's a lot of packages of hot dog. Ooh, that's a big. I'm like, oh, child. Anyway, I was like, like somebody gonna have some revenge diet. He gonna have a revenge like eat. He gonna eat everywhere. You know everything he probably doing there now, child. Smacking it in our ear. That was so disgusting. And you know he gonna say, "Well, leave, damn it. Well, leave, damn it. If you don't like it, this is my shit. Just leave." I'm little diva, little diva. All right, so let's get into Key Lolo and Fyebabe. Fyebabe cut Key Lolo because Key Lolo went out there to visit Nest. Key Lolo, Key Lolo been with Fyebabe forever. So Fyebabe, I can't tell you how to do that because probably Key Lolo got some very sensitive information about Fyebabe operations, and you think that now she is sharing them with Nest. So I can't tell you how to move on that, but damn. Damn, that's. But then again, does Fyebabe only Key Lolo? No, she don't. But that's why I tell people you gotta be careful how you move out here because these content creators are very sensitive. So I guess Key Lolo, you're gonna have to now Key Lolo. I guess you sacrificed everything for Ness. And the sad part about that is, I feel Fyebabe gonna be more grateful than Ness is because Ness is very fickle, and so I don't know. But Key Lolo, I don't know you, so all I can say is the best of luck to you. Be very careful next time, I guess, child. Because we know Fyebabe had a lot of issues, so Kilo was probably one of her most guarded confidants, I guess. I don't know, but it is what it is. It is awful beautiful alien, but at the end of the day, it probably was a business decision. She probably said like, she don't know what she's sharing with Ness, and I guess the best thing to not get hurt is cut it off. Just cut it off. So that's what I got to say about that. He said Kilolo is close to SB2. She's always been neutral. I don't know. Me no no. Me no no. But what I gotta say though, not about this trip, and all y'all doing is eating. And I ain't trying to sound like Jay Wilson, but he got a point. All y'all do is eating. It ain't. I ain't see nothing exciting. Now they say Shakira's there, but so I mean, that's why I said, Ness, you chose the wrong year. Not your own year. You chose the wrong time of year. Excuse me, to do this. You really did, because I felt like you could have done so much more if it was a little bit warmer. But now y'all kind of stuck to doing is just maybe doing stuff inside, and that's kind of not bringing it to the people. Because when you was in Vegas, a lot of stuff happened outside. Maybe in the room too. But a lot of stuff was walking. Y'all able to do the city bus. Notice I said not party bus, but city bus. So but here I just feel like y'all kind of confined because of the temperature and things like that. So I don't know. I don't know. Maybe Brian will surprise everybody and pop up in the end and turn into a big old grizzly bear and fight everybody. That would get everybody talking. Now let's get to this last part real quick about Envy and what's her name? RNY TV. RNY TV, I don't know you, but girl, you done soiled your reputation. Cause MU used to date Envy. And he used to yell at her, and that's where VS came with that angry arm situation. Now I was scared for you last night, kind of RNYT, because he started being controlling. I started getting mad. I'm like, why you won't stop talking to her like that? Because he was telling her, "Oh, don't tell where we are," something like that. And you had RYTV had to like calm him down. But I was like, why is he like? Stop like being so controlling of that lady. Like, oh, it just bothered me because it reminded me of the same situation that he had done to MU. But anyway, RY just, I don't know. I just, mm, I don't know. I don't know. Just don't let him yell at you in front of the cameras like he did MU like that because that was kind of traumatizing. But I hope I hope it's worth it. Lady Eric says Lolo Key Lolo was in Divas chat about a year ago. There's cops Fyebabe to speak out, so it's best she's free to move around. Okay, well that's key. You oh Envy is it Angry Arms? Then who Angry Arms is? I thought Envy was Angry Arms. He looks unkept. He kind of did a little bit. Who the Angry Arms man? Child, all these names. That's why Envy. And look at Ghetto Intellect. Ghetto, no intellect. Ghetto. Child, you like you was about to pass out doing all them damn dances you were doing. And you know what, Ghetto, yo dance moves you doing do not match your age. Oh, my bad. Sorry. Don Cato, NV, Rev, DMV. I'm sorry. I don't know. Y'all need to get some names that make sense. Like John, Larry, and Robert. Okay. Um, so what I was saying is, Ghetto, you need to do some moves that match your age, man. You up here doing all these young man dances and stuff, but when we look at you, that don't match. You know what I mean? But I understand you trying to keep yourself young, but aesthetically you are what you are. Now, when I saw you doing all that, acting like you were a soul train dancer, I said that's why he was around Lemon because he himself wants to remain youthful. So, and I already said this, so therefore he is trying to associate himself with someone who he deems is youthful. I get it. It just seems kind of weird because you were out there about to pass out in that Soul Chain challenge thing that you were doing over there at what's it called, Pizarro's. So. Oh, I do apologize about the MV thing and the angry arm, child. Sorry. I guess you said that was Don Cato. Oh, I forgot who that was. I'm no shade, no shade, Don Cato. But child, it was so much going on. Oh, anyway, well, whatever y'all do, just do it right, okay? Oh, Lord, anyway, Ghetto is another Jay Weezer. Just weird. Just all these damn characters. I don't know. It's just weird. All right, y'all. I think that's my commentary for the night. I dropped a link in case anybody wants to come up and share any sentiments. If not, that's totally fine. We don't have no secret judges over here who'll be judging what you said on the panel. But if you want to, feel free to do so. If you want to, feel free to send a gesture to dollar sign circling crown. It'll be tremendously appreciated. He said he eats what? He eats fried chicken on the screen. Who that? Who? Jay Wilson? Don Cato is a man, MU and Lady Supergirl. Okay, well, MV, don't they look alike? Don Cato, I don't know. It's too many people. That's what happens when you introduce people over here. This is too many. We got enough characters. Okay, anyway. What? That's enough for the drag. Shit, I don't give a damn. Let them drag. Let them drag. Drag away. Go ahead. Shit, I don't care. I mean, but Gemini, it's just too many damn people. All these plethora of people coming over here. They ain't come one by one. They came like a whole mosquito nest over here, and we trying to keep up with their names and all this and get it right and who is who and who is that and who sound like that and who rebounding with who and all this stuff. I was just like, no, You said no, nothing alike. Well, I don't know, child. The circumstances are like, but anyway. All right, y'all. Anything else? That's all I got for y'all. That's all I got. That's all I got. What you say, beautiful alien? Brian? What? was laughing at stealing the money and said thanks. Yeah, I know. I know he was laughing at it and thinking it's funny, but that's something that's not funny. Oh, beautiful Elliot. That's something that you know you may laugh, but life is going to get the last laugh. Right? It's something called karma, whether it be virtual or real life. And the thing is, the thing with social media, you don't know who knows who. You don't know where people are at. And while you sitting up there bragging, somebody next door to you who knows that you online may have given you that, and then you laughing at them and you don't even know, and they come with a baseball bat and knock you in the back of your head. Like that's why I just tell people stop fucking playing because you out here front and center, Brian. Like you ain't got no mask over your face, and you just think because you walk around like a big ass wildebeest, people are scared of you. People are not scared of people who are bigger than them. They sometimes see it as a challenge. So, like, I just hope you don't. I just hope you. I just hope like you don't operate your real life the way you do on here and steal from people. But like that boy busted out your window. We know probably now you probably took that boy money or said you weren't gonna pay him back. He busted out your car. So, oh, that's okay. Let's be honest, Gemini. James did look like a big ass seal over there with a scully on in his car. For real, talk about me. Like what? Are you okay? Like, are you okay? Like what? Talk about what I give and what I don't give and all that other shit. And Jane be the first one to come on. I didn't ask any of you guys ever for a cash app. Never have I asked any of you for a cash app. Right, but you worry about I'm talking about me counting people. I don't count my coins. I just sit here and tell you, y'all like, y'all. I give to who I want to give to, but y'all content creators play too many games. Y'all put, like I said, y'all put people in headlocks to force them to give. Like, get out of here. Mm. All right, that's why that man broke his car window, and I wouldn't blame him. I wouldn't blame him at all. Yes, beautiful Elliot, a big ass seal with a damn goatee. Child, I was like, you sitting over there looking like you belong on National Geographic. You don't leave me the hell alone. So, I've never heard SK put the law. I'm not about putting the law, but I'm not about letting that shit be okay. Because, like I said, that affects everybody's pockets up here. Because then you won't even know. You won't even believe who they like. If you should give no more. Like I gave 50. I'm gonna tell you, I Avatar Nation, y'all already heard the story. I gave as much as that dog Jay Wilson. I gave $50 on the behalf of Avatar Nation for Jay Wilson when they sit up there and porn bombed him, and his greedy, dumb, lustful ass decided to put it on unprivate instead of deleting the video, and they got him. They still got him and deleted his whole channel because he wanted to go back and look at that dick that they showed on his damn live. Right? Took his channel. I gave Jay Wilson $50 because I knew that was something that he depended on, and he was so motherfucking ungrateful. He was like, "I didn't tell you to get enough $50." I was like, "Ugh." I was like, "Ugh," but you took it though. You took it though, and it wasn't meant to as to like hold it over your head, but it was messed up in the way in which they took your channel. Huh. That was the crazy part about that. That's why we felt compelled to give. But your attitude was stank at that time. And I was just like, never again would I. That's another part. Never again would I give. Honestly, that's how I feel. Because the content creators could be some of the most, like, not, how can I say, ungrateful people. I didn't tell you to give. I didn't ask. No, 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 no. So they started doing that to me. And they started putting me in, trying to put me in like a headlock, timing me out in lives and shit, and all this, and telling me to send them $25 to get untied. Now, nah, that's all right. I'm good. See ya. Sayonara. If you came to my live and you contribute, I would send you something, but no. And then they'll come and hit you at, well, if it wasn't for me, you wouldn't have 2K views. Don't you think you should? It's a lot. It's a lot that goes on that fans, well, I don't call y'all fans, but subscribers don't know nothing about. What's up, High Society 7? How you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. Hope all this good with you. Why he get a small car too small? So I don't know. You have to ask him that. I don't know. To save on insurance? I don't know. SK was really concerned about him losing. Well, he had lost the channel, I think. We were concerned about him losing his livelihood or just having his source of income taken away that quickly. He was he was freaking out because he was talking to YouTube, and YouTube said they were looking into it, and they said no. So, but I would never tell. If that was me, and Jay Wilson sent me $50, I would never be like, "Well, I ain't tell you that. I ain't asked for it." No, I'll be like, I appreciate the gesture, and I appreciate that. Thank you. But I wouldn't act indignant, just like Brian is. And thank God you know what, with that Brian situation, I was debating to give to him, but some told me to just wait. Some said just wait, just wait, just wait, just wait, just wait. And then he turned around and almost the very next day and said he leaving. And that's when I got pissed. I said, how you? And then when he told everybody to kiss his ass, he didn't ask them. I was like, oh Lord. I was like, okay. So yeah. So, mm, mm. So Brian, another scam. No, Brian is the scammer. Brian is the scammer. Never before has somebody sat there and played with people and told them they were going to go to an event, asked them to donate, string them along, pretend they were there, put photos they were there, and then not be there. Other people be like, "Oh, I need this for this," and then you find out the money went somewhere else and all that, and maybe they did have an issue, but they decided to divert their funds somewhere else. This nigga wasn't even there, but playing along all the time. And then the most cowardly thing he ever wanted to fucking do, because he's not a man, went and hit his fucking channel. Because he know people would been lighting his ass up on the damn comment section about sat there and stole. Now I thought it was because he had a legal situation, but it's because he a little bitch. It couldn't stand the heat in the kitchen. That's what I feel. And I stand by that. And I don't like to call men bitches, but he a little bitch. He not a bitch. He a little bitch. A little bitch. A Tonka size, toy size little bitch. Okay? A miniature little bitch. Because you take it from women. You know this area is predominantly women. You gonna go over there and ask Nyca for some motherfucking ramen noodles and toilet tissue to wipe your ass instead of like getting in the mud and getting it. Now I don't know if it's because your health issues that you couldn't get and do it. I don't know. But damn, that's fucked up. You gotta sit up here and ask people who are strangers to you. You could have asked your family. That's so profound if you couldn't ask your family because your family probably don't like your ass. Or they're probably still mad at you. Let me not go there. Let me not go there. Mm. Mm. Your family probably holds you responsible for what happened. You know, because they probably said if you took your selfish ass over there, then somebody would probably still be alive or got the medical care that she needed. And I don't like to talk about people relatives, but think about how much that eats you up daily because your selfish ass didn't want to go there and honor thy mother. And therefore your brothers and your sisters probably hold that against your ass to this day. And that's why you can't engage in them like you normally should, but you gotta come on here online and scam motherfuckers. Anyway. Mm, 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 mm. Well, I got more respect for Lady Nyca than I do Brian. I do. You know, at least Nyca thoughtful with her shit. This motherfucker's just out here gonna steal from your ass and then laugh at you. I don't think Lady Nyca's ever come up in here and laughed at y'all for whatever she got and the way she got it. This big ass baby gonna sit here and laugh at y'all and tell you what y'all gonna do about it. The nerve. Mm-mm-mm. He think he gonna get a big payout from his accident. Okay. Mm-mm-mm. Well, let him think what he gonna think. Everybody that get money, that turns into be a curse. So while he think that the money is gonna be good, it might turn into a curse. But whatever. All right, y'all. That's my show. I hope y'all been thoroughly entertained. I will see y'all soon. Look out. I guess Netscation is almost over. So we'll see what's next. Thank you to my wonderful moderators. I appreciate y'all. Y'all have a great remainder of the night. Remember to move your clocks up an hour. Because I guess what daylight saving time is here or something like that. But anyway, with that being said, thank y'all for being an engaging audience. I will see y'all later, and I will talk to y'all soon. Have a good one. Bye, y'all. Excuse me, sound like Jay Wilson over here. Bye, y'all.
Sir King.
Canvas.
Sir King. Sir King. Sir King. Sir King.
Yes, set y'all clocks back an hour. Okay. Bye, y'all. See y'all later.